So, it is time to take a look at the new premium Platoon. This is a tier 7 Platoon, and it should be available from the big box in about 5 to 6 days from now. Now, on first glance, this tank does look like the ZTZ-59D, and I would say it does seem that the ZTZ-59D is based on this vehicle, although the main difference is that this vehicle lacks the explosive reactive armor. Sometimes the explosive reactive armor can actually help you at surviving a direct hit from ATGM or hit-based shells, but let's take a look at the stats of this thing. A 100mm main gun, 50 km/h is top speed, 8 km/h is the reverse, 37 tons, 4 kilometers, 298mm of penetration, reload 8.6 seconds, turret rotation speed is 15 degrees per second, and the armor, well, this is a decently armored vehicle. Has a nicely sloped frontal plates, does seem like the T55 or T55A, does also kind of look like the T54 in a bit, but it is a modified vehicle. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but there is a good chance that this vehicle has composite armor. Composite armor is definitely a little bit better than the ordinary armor, since it can absorb some hits, and if angled correctly, yeah, you can technically bounce some shells with this vehicle. Now the gun is stabilized, and you can fire on the move. The thing that you will notice immediately after taking this thing for a ride is the slow turret rotation speed. The turret rotates very slowly, and that's the largest drawback for this vehicle. It does behave like the ZTZ-59D when it comes to speed, maneuverability. It is stabilized, but unfortunately it does not have a PFS-DS ammo. You have APDS, you have HIT, you have explosive APCPC, you have all sorts of different high explosive shells. I use APDS and I use the explosive APCPC ammo since the HIT is very unreliable. The APDS shells should be able to penetrate pretty much everything that you will see in the tier, and they do penetrate. It's just that I have absolutely no luck, and my shells almost never go where I aim. And that's the thing with this Platoon. I've been playing a lot of bells. Probably mentioned in one of the next videos how many bells I played with this, but I've played a lot of bells with the new Platoon, and I don't know why, but it seems like the accuracy on these vehicles is a little bit off. And when I say a little bit off, the shell doesn't really land where you want it to land, and it seems to struggle to penetrate tanks that you should penetrate in the spot where I was shooting at, but it didn't penetrate the T10, even though it should have, but it didn't. However, the armor is surprisingly tough, and I'm not really sure if that's the composite armor at work. Maybe it is, but it definitely is a robust, good frontal plate. Now, I'm going to say right away that this probably is composite armor. To be honest, I'm fairly sure that it is composite armor. Feels that way. Could be wrong, but yeah. And good thing is, I had some good team support for once. Once in 1,000 battles, I have some good team support. So yeah, I didn't get destroyed, even though that tank should have been destroyed. That T10 should have been destroyed, unfortunately. I don't know, I mean, when I shoot the T10 with other APDS ammo in the same spot, it goes through. When I'm shooting with this APDS, it doesn't. And well, now it does. See, that's what I'm talking about. It should go through, but it decides not to, and yeah. If I had heat ammo, it would do no damage. That's the thing with the heat ammo on the new Platoon, well, not only on this Platoon, but heat ammo in general. In a lot of cases, it does absolutely nothing. And yeah, heat ammo is obviously not my favorite. In low tier, you know, it can pass in low tier. Usable, definitely good in low tier. In higher tier battles, just use APDS, just use, you know, APFSDS, ATGMs, much more reliable. Really, and now it hits the weird, like the metal there. I love when that happens. I just love when it doesn't go where you want it to go. It just, that's what I'm talking about. Accuracy on the new Platoon is a bit weird. Accuracy is definitely the opposite of being accurate. Inaccurate. Lovely. Of course, the artillery does hit me because it just does. And I'll get my least favorite bomber because it has 10 bombs but small bombs, while the big revenge bomber with rockets has 4 big bombs and 6 rockets. The IL-28. That's definitely my favorite revenge bomber. But I rarely see that nowadays. I usually get the worst possible aircraft, so yeah, can't do much about that. The new Platoon is definitely meant to be used for sniping. You can't really run around and shoot stuff with the new Platoon. It's obviously not as agile as the Term 3 or the Leopard. This does have a stabilizer though, so that's a very good thing about it. That's, I will say, the best thing about the vehicle. It's stabilized. And the fact that it has a stabilizer, yeah, of course, it hits a imaginary invisible wall, and instead of destroying the tank, I missed. And I'm running out of ammo as well. Definitely very fun to rotate the whole of the tank while the turret stays pinned at target. The stabilization is really good. Doesn't have good gun pressure, so you can't really take advantage of some hold down position. Did you see where the shell went? It almost hit the the frontal armor on that vehicle and would have bounced. Did you, like, if I go and slow that down, you will see the shell didn't even go where I was aiming at. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. At least go like where I'm aiming at. Like, I don't know. My luck is just non-existent. Even if you know where to aim, you have to pray that the shell goes where you want it to go. And that's was another SPAA ammunition exploded. Well, 8 destroyed vehicles. Could have probably been 10 or 11 if the shells did penetrate properly, but they didn't. Could have been 10 destroyed vehicles probably, but nonetheless, I would say it was a good battle. Yeah, that was definitely a good battle. Not going to complain. And let's go to the next match. Let's go to the next match. Well, I guess the game is spamming this map now. Lovely. Like, the most annoying thing about the matchmaking system is not the balance. I don't mind being up tiered. It doesn't really matter much to me if I'm up tiered or not. I'll manage in a up tier match, but for the love of God, don't spam one map like 70 million times, because when I see a map being spammed more than 3 times in a row and I play it from start to finish, I just leave the match. I just leave the battle right from the start, because it's annoying to just have one map over and over and over again. I want to play other maps. I don't want to play on one map. There's like 7 different maps. I've seen the new map like twice, and I've played over 500 battles in the last 2 days. That's the most annoying part about matchmaking. It should give you completely different maps every single time you click the battle button, since playing one thing over and over again really boils not just my blood, but does boil everyone's blood. Hey, T-54. Well, that was a good hit. As you can see, I wasn't able to penetrate the IS-6, even though it should go through technically, but it didn't. I was at the direct hit in the ammo, and nothing happened. Let me try this again. Shooting at the ammo. Nothing happened, there we go. Spalling hits the ammo, nothing happens. If that was a hit shell, it would have been absolutely no damage. Oh well. Let me reverse. There is a T-54 penetrated the turret. Surprisingly, wasn't enough to destroy it. It was a armor-piercing explosive shell. Should have been one shot really, but somehow it wasn't. Even though it did some good damage in the turret. Well, this position does work really well. Look, a IS-6. Now it penetrates. Okay, finally it. And funny enough, I actually penetrated the IS-6 with the shell with less penetration. Didn't use the APDS, I used the other one, the explosive AP. That's kind of funny when the shell with less penetration penetrates more armor than the shell with more penetration. And I get this revenge bomber again. That's just lovely. Well, 10 bombs, 10 small bombs, which don't really do much. And of course, I love how every single tank I'm looking at, everyone on the team has to look at it. And yeah, could have had 2-3 kills, but nope. Well, I guess this match is not going to be as eventful as the first one, but yeah, a victory is a victory. This is still a good vehicle, don't get me wrong. The Platoon is definitely fun, and if you like to drive tanks like this, then yeah, you can definitely go and get the new Platoon when it's available in the next week, since at the moment the Platoon isn't available, so it will be available after a couple days. Oh look, AIS, and just about that damage, nothing much. Should have destroyed it in one hit, but it didn't, for whatever reason. Oh well, that was a victory. Definitely a victory. And well, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is definitely a very fun vehicle. More of a sniping, long range, medium tank. Not exactly like a Leopard, but you know, definitely a very good sniper. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.